Hi doll fam, welcome back to my channel. We are moving along with these collabs and we are already in May. This is being pre-recorded ahead of time because I am going to be in Japan for the beginning of May, so I'm getting everything ready for this and I'm really excited. Today I have 0 dolls with me, and let us know what you do on your channel or social media accounts.
So I make a lot of custom dolls, I collect dolls, doll photography, all that good stuff.
Y'all, please make sure to check out their account on Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere they are at, because they do a lot of good work, and I'm jealous of their repainting
Thank you.
skills because I have no skill in that. I can barely do lips. That's really cool. Also, their custom mail dolls are incredible.
Thank you.
So make sure to go follow them. Today, y'all, it's a Monster High themed video, and we are going to be ranking our top 5 G1 dolls from the whole run, including G2 if one of us picked G2. And this was difficult for me. Was it difficult for you?
Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. There's so many good options.
And I narrowed it down at first to 52 dolls. So I went through the whole list and I was just naming dolls and everything. I got down to like 52 to 53. And then I started narrowing it down more and more. And there was some that I really wanted to put on the list that I'm probably going to regret. But I did get it down to a certain point. We are going to have honorable mentions. And we'll get into those a little bit later. But to start, who is at your number 5?
All right, so I feel like everyone would not be surprised when I put this one up there, but my number 5 is the original Claude. I do have him rebodied, but I feel like, I don't know, Claude, when I was younger, I feel like he was one of the characters that just like, I guess, gravitated my interest. And I remember I would go on eBay like every day trying to get a basic Claude. I just always loved his design and how, I don't know, just awesome he looks.
Claude is such an iconic doll. I don't have him on my list, but again, that was one of the other ones that I really wanted to put on the list, but I just couldn't. But Claude is such an iconic doll. He has so many pieces, and the set that he comes with the Draculara is absolutely iconic too. At my number 5, okay, so I don't own this doll anymore. I have the outfit. My number 5 is Picture Day Frankie. So I was trying so hard to narrow the Frankies down because Frankie's one of my favorite characters. And I chose Picture Day Frankie just because of more emotional attachment to that one. That one was my favorite for a very long time. And I was really obsessed with that one. The ponytail is absolutely iconic. The outfit is so stinking adorable. And I love the contrast with like the blues, the whites, the yellows. I love that color combo on Frankie. I hope they bring back the yellow for Frankie in G3, but I really adore that Frankie. So now at number 4, who do you have at your number 4?
So I feel bad putting this one like slightly lower, but I couldn't choose, but it's Schools Out Claudine. I just feel like this doll, everything about her is amazing. I love the ponytail, the side bang, like the brass knuckles, the color scheme, the boots. She's so iconic. Like, I feel like when I think best Claudine doll, it's always her.
Definitely, that is one of the most iconic Claudine dolls, one of my most wanted Claudine dolls, and I hope the rumor that they are re-releasing these this year is true because I would get so many of her. At my number 4, I have a doll that I never owned, but I want really bad, and I think I'm gonna cave and get her at some point this year, and it is I Love Fashion Abby. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm a sucker for sweaters, and I love her sweater dress, her leg warmers, and the use of black coloring on Abby is so nice. So that was my number 4. Who do you have at your number 3?
My number 3, I love her so much. There's so much about her. I just love how dark and you can tell she's evil. The red eyes, just the whole dark color scheme. The tail portion of her too is awesome. And I love the character too. I think she was really cool.
But that was number 3, right? And now it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually do have my number 3 here, and It is a Cleo, and I put this San Diego Comic-Con Cleo. She wasn't really released for the con. She was like released online, but she was meant to be a Comic-Con doll. I can't believe I have her. I adore her. So I did have to put her at my number 3. Now, at your number 2, like top 2, who do you have at your number 2?
All right, my number 2 is Haute Couture Frankie.
Yes.
And well, I love, like, I feel like majority of Frankenstein dolls I love. I feel like I have so many Frankenstein dolls. But the funny thing is, I actually wasn't gonna get them at first, and then I think maybe a couple months later down the line, I'm getting them. I think off eBay for like a lot of money. But I love. There's so many elements I love because it's clearly you can see like the inspiration from the original Frankie with like the collar, and then you have like the original print. But then I feel like they just elevated that look. I love the face so much.
The face is stunning. I really do like that Frankie. So my number 2, I also don't own, never owned, one of my girl dolls. And I put, this was difficult because this one was battling the new one that came out. And it is Dawn of the Dance Ghoulia. There were so many Dawn of the Dance on my list because I think that is my favorite Monster High collection. Stunning collection. But Ghoulia, I salivate for that doll. When I say I salivate for something, it just means like I really want them. And I salivate for that Ghoulia. But now let's talk about the dolls that didn't make our top 5. I have an extensive list of my honorable mentions, but let's go through your honorable mentions first.
Do you want me to just go through like all 3, or do you want to like go back and forth?
You'll say yours and then I'll say mine because I have a lot on mine.
All right. All right. So I did 3. It was really hard to narrow it down, but for my 3rd spot, it's gonna be Shrieked Wrecked Laguna. I know she's G2, and G2 is controversial, but I really think she came out perfect. I even love the face. My next honorable mention, this one is actually kind of shocking for me because I never hated Cleo, but she was never like a favorite for me. But I recently got the first wave Cleo, and I gave her like the smaller hands, and I don't know, I think something's changed. I love her so much. I love, like, something about her face just feels so nostalgic to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's kind of wonky, but it just, I don't know. I love the shoes, like, everything about her is perfect. My last honorable mention, so this one was difficult, but I just really love the face on this specific doll. I know, like, it's basically, well, it just is a black and white version of normal Frankie, but I really love the face for some reason on the black and white Comic-Con version. And obviously Frankie's just my favorite, and their original design is iconic. I think everyone could say that.
Now my honorable mentions. I think I have 7 on my list, y'all. I tried to narrow it down to 3, but I was like, no. I was like fighting myself. I was like, I cannot do this. I'll talk about the guys first. So I have Gloom Beach Jackson and Picnic Casket Jackson. Okay, so mainly because of sentimental value. Gloom Beach Jackson was my first Monster High doll ever, so very, like, I love him. He's very sentimental to me. And then Picnic Casket Jackson, I adore him. I love the yellows on him, and it's a doll that I always like carried around with me everywhere. I also have Boo York Deuce on this list because I adore Boo York Deuce. I also have Dawn of the Dance Laguna on my list. Oh my gosh, that is probably my
another girl for me.
Laguna that they have ever made. She has a freaking mohawk. Come on. I also have Picture Day Operetta on here. So I did put an honorable mention Core Howleen because Howleen is my favorite Monster High character, so I had to put her on the list.
So somewhere. Iconic.
I know, she's adorable. And the other one I put over here is Gloom and Bloom Jennifer. This doll is everything. But that is it for my honorable mentions. There were so many other ones I wanted to put on there, but I had to narrow it down, and I still put a lot on there. Who is your favorite G1 Monster High doll?
All right, so I feel like no one's gonna be surprised when this is, but my number 1 favorite Monster High doll is Core Howleen. She, gosh, I don't even know where to begin. I feel like she has a lot of sentimental value to me as well because me and my sister both really loved her growing up. But I loved how she kind of gave more of a punky vibe compared to other characters, and I just love the socks, the shorts, like everything about her design fits so well. And I of course love the hair and the dark blue makeup. I just love everything about Halloween. She's
Good
perfect.
choice. Colleen is my favorite character, so I'm glad you put her up there. And it's kind of ironic that I chose this character as my number one, and I have Schools Out Claudine, so you could actually show
Ooh.
her. That is one of my most wanted Monster High dolls. That Claudine is just perfect to me. Everything about her is just absolute perfection. And I didn't think I was going to put a Claudine on my number one because growing up, I didn't collect Claudine. Me and my friend, we collected Monster High together. So she got the Claudine, she got the Dracularas, I got the Cleos, the Frankies,
Cool.
and we would like split characters. But she never had this Claudine. And now going through the history of Monster High and everything, I saw this Claudine and I was like, yes, that is a must have. And it's funny that we both picked the siblings. But y'all, that is pretty much it for our list of G1 Monster High dolls in our top 5. Please leave in the comments down below and play along with us. Tell us your top 5. Maybe say some honorable mentions and explain why you love those dolls and why you have them on your list. But I had a lot of fun doing this video with you, Zero Dolls.
Me too.
And make sure to check out his channel, because on his channel we will also be ranking our top 5 favorite G3 Monster High dolls, so make sure to check that out and see what dolls made the cut, and let us know where we can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and well, YouTube. But thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm very grateful.
Of course, it was an honor, and this was so much fun. I love talking about dolls with people who love talking about dolls. But y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you're notified of my next video. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.